Welcome back, and we're moving right along in the cage division, and we've got the Washington Wizards. Now, I've been waiting for a long time to run with 3 point guards. Technically, I could have done it last game. I could have used Baron Davis, but instead I waited for Marbury. So we're going to line up of Marbury, Iverson, and Stevie Francis. And they're going up against the Washington Wizards. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have waited for this game and used Jordan, just so he could go up against his old team. Remember, they left on very bad terms. Jordan sort of resurrected that franchise in 2002. Oh, it was actually 2001, sorry, the 2001-2002 season, as well as the following season. They were a dormant franchise. He came in as an executive. Oh, this Stevie Francis getting annihilated by Jahidi White. Yeah, he came in, really turned it around. He got rid of Juwan Howard. He got rid of a lot of bad contracts. Howard, Mitch Richmond, Rod Strickland, and started to build around Rip Hamilton and Courtney Alexander, who had one good year alongside Jordan, then was traded for Juan Dixon. And the same way that Richard Hamilton had one good year and was traded for Jerry Stackhouse. So, yeah, as you can see, the lineup is Courtney Alexander, a very good scorer, Richard Hamilton, very good shooter, and Jahidi White is just pretty much a big, you know, he's a presence inside, but has virtually no skills whatsoever. And but he presents a problem for me because I've got Stephon Marbury playing center, and he's going up against this behemoth. And as you can see straight away, I'm down 5-2. And I'm lucky that shot didn't fall, because that would have been 7-2. That would have been an ugly start. I'm going to have to play differently. Most of the time, I'm sort of attacking in the open court, trying to get dunks, trying to get trick points to build up those game breakers. I'm going to have to look for threes. Threes will keep me in this, as well as just all-around help defense. But I'm going to get murdered on the glass. I get that. I'm going to get murdered inside. And but I'll live with Jahidi White shooting jumpers. I really can't live with Rip Hamilton getting easy looks, but there's Stevie Francis. Oh no, sorry, Allen Iverson with a good block. It's hard to sort of tell these two apart. They both wear number 3, and they I guess the headband will help because Francis has that headband. But good help by Francis there. But once again, unable to get the board. But there's a good steal by Marbury. Francis going down the lane. Oh no, sorry. See, it's hard to see to get confused. Iverson going down the lane and throwing it down with his left hand. And even though I'm not really going for trick points and game breakers, I have to at least break down the defense by doing a lot of crossovers. So I'm down 6-4, and this is quite challenging. I thought this game would really favor the quicker, versatile guards that can do everything like these three. It really doesn't. And right now it's a 7-4 lead for the Wizards. And they're nearing in on their game breaker too, so I can't really rely on that. There's Francis sort of dribbling around. I've got no idea what I'm going to do here. Marbury bails me out with a nice 3-pointer to cut the lead to just 1. But that's so difficult to stop because you've got to back up. Otherwise, they're just going to, what do you do sort of thing. If you pressure the 3 too much, then it opens things up for the Jahidi White. We could just, well, I don't know how he missed that. But if you don't back up too much, then they're able to get these little floaters. There's a crossover, and then Francis was able to utilize the game breaker just when I needed it, and hit a 3 to give me back the lead. It's 9-6. Give me back. Sorry, that was the first lead of the game. So 9-6 for my squad. But they're not too far off their game breaker too. So I'm gonna have to go straight back into trying to build up for another one. There's a forced 3 by Courtney Alexander, but once again the offensive rebounding is destroying me even more so than normal in this game. So there's a bit of a post-up animation, and Francis was cutting but got blocked, and I'm in trouble again with the shot clock running down. I've got to get something off relative quality. Iverson missing a 3. It was a good look, but he still missed it. Look, they're going to cut it down to a 1-point game, but they haven't used their game breaker yet, so I'm in quite a bit of trouble here. All this talk about wanting to... Oh, I missed the dunk. All this talk about wanting to use this 3-guard lineup, and it's not paying off, and they've tied the game, and they still haven't used their game breaker. So they're not good. Marbury, nice move, throws it up. That was a sweet combo. That was really well done. Is able to I like the way that he changed direction to go back for the ball, and that was good. I like that one. Might have to put that in a highlight clip if I ever do another one. But there's Courtney Alexander. When I saw number 4, I forgot that he was on there. There's Rip Hamilton shooting a game breaker from half court. He makes it, which makes sense. But we saw in the Drake game, that's not always a given. You know, as that chick put up the game breaking 3, wide open too, no less, and she just missed it. So I guess it puts it up to a 99% accuracy, and I was just lucky to get the 1 out of 100, I guess. But yeah, I want to just back off Jahidi White and stop him maybe once he gets into the paint and try to put some defense on him. Good defense by Francis coming over, but they're up by 3. This is not good. And here's Marbury crossing over, spinning, dancing with the ball. Not able to get much because there's no real screens. Iverson, head fake, puts up a 3, bricks it. Francis all over the glass. Good board by Stevie Francis. Now swing it back to him, there we go. Marbury bricking it, and now it's looking like it's going to turn into just a 3-point shootout, but my guys aren't making any threes. It's a problem with all 3 of these guys, Iverson included. They're streaky shooters, very inconsistent at times. There's Marbury. I'm trying to get him going a bit because I think he's got the best matchup on offense because he's got Jahidi White on him. He should be able to get what he wants there. There's a nice steal. I'm going to have to really start hacking at the ball too. Marbury with a sweet alley-oop. I think that was Iverson that hooked him up. Iverson nearly got the steal there again. So as bad as I'm playing, I'm only down by 2. And I get another. I get a stop and a defensive board, which is rarer than offensive boards these days on this team. Francis with a good up fake and takes it right down the lane for the dunk, and I'm only down by 1 point. And here's Courtney Alexander. Haven't heard much from him in a while. And there's a 360 in the lane, and there you go. They're up by 2 still. I'm not too far off it, but that was a bad play. I'm lucky to get the ball back. Francis for 3, bricks it. I don't know how many 3s I've missed. You would have thought that would have been a massive advantage for me, but apparently not. The lead balloons back out 2-3. So I'm gonna have to start really hitting my shots. As simple as that sounds, but that was a good move and a calm release by Marbury, and the lead is cut down to 1. Courtney Alexander right back, misses it though, and now Francis has an opportunity. If he wants it, he can't really take it, so Marbury's taking it back out. He's got that was a bad shot, but it was actually swatted, deflected away, but I was able to get it back, and I've got another 3, so 2 straight 3s by Marbury has really changed the complexion of this game altogether. And it's a 16-15 lead at the moment for myself. Jahidi White puts up a bad shot, but is able to hang on the rim and sort of force it in. And I don't like that, but that's okay. 17-16 now with Marbury coming back down. So Marbury has taken over this game, which is kind of what I was hoping to see. But I was still a little bit disappointed with how bad these 3 have shot it overall. Iverson, I'm going to get the ball in his hands a little bit more. That was a bad pass. I should have known better. I don't know why. It's such a split-second decision. And I guess I don't really anticipate seeing guys jumping 20 feet in the air. But yeah, I've got to pay a little bit more attention to that. I think that was going to drop. That shot, the Jahidi White came over, and the complexion of the game has changed again as now the Wizards take a 18-17 lead. So I have to get some stops, and I'm going to have to look for some 3s. There's a game breaker though, that helps me a lot, but then a steal, no, this is not good. So I'm going to have to try to bait them into, you know, getting a kind of a quick shot. Marbury picked his pocket though, and I'll tell you what, my heart was in my mouth there because I didn't know if he excuse me, if he was going to hit a 3, if that was going to be counted as 3, but it was counted as a long-range shot. So that changed everything again. Another steal by Francis, just taking it for the dunk, and that's what he does. It's a 20-16 lead. Wow, how quickly it changed. And as long, you know, no 3s, and I'll be happy. And a good steal. I've got to figure out how to do these, how to dive. I've done it, you know, unintentionally a couple of times, but I still don't know how to do it when I need to do it. Francis takes it in, no messing around, dunks it. Busts the rim, finishes it off, and that was a lot harder than what I anticipated, especially against the Wizards, but I came out with the victory.